bigger. It's bigger.
It's about the future of our workforce and the future leaders of our community.
It's a nonprofit that cares about literacy.
It's bigger.
I am so grateful to Plenty Downtown Bookshop for being more than a bookshop and supporting local artists like me. Come check out my calendar.
It's bigger.
Freedom.
Bigger.
It's about a thriving downtown that makes us feel like a community.
It has been really fun to see our shop grow and bloom. Just looking at Plenty from, we talk about it like a tree, and the trunk is sort of the shop itself that is planted in this public soil. And our shop moved this past year to a bigger plot of land. And I have loved seeing it just flourish in this space. I have loved seeing people have space to meet and visit and stay a while and linger and look at the books. That's really what we wanted from the beginning. I think that's what a bookshop needs, is space to browse and just sort of feel the books and be with the books and meet your bookish people.
Plenty is indeed bigger than a bookshop. We're working with many in this room, the school leaders concerned about our children's well-being, the libraries offering continued programming for quality of life and learning, the civic clubs inviting gathering and service, the businesses that partner to place high-interest books in their spaces. We're even partnering with other bookshops and nonprofit organizations nationally, working to find solutions through experimentation here and shared results and resources. However you know and work with Plenty, you're in touch with a piece of the action. The whole of it has grown wonderfully bigger because this belongs to all of us. Part of our work is to be great first followers, putting our support behind every good cause and every good initiative that we can. We're focused on first connecting people with books, because books help us all, and then connecting our community together. And then with inviting contribution, participation to shape programs and offerings, to feed your talents and interests, and to help this work continue. Plenty's work is funded in part through the bookshop, and the balance that enables this bigger work comes through grants and donations. Collaboration is powerful, and together we're doing something bigger.
Hey, I'm Ryan Dalton. I'm a social worker, educator, and the founder of the Restoring Childhood Initiative, thanking Plenty Downtown Bookshop for being a major partner in this work from the very beginning. Plenty's support has meant the world to me and this movement. They've been an A1, day one supporter from the very beginning. The Restoring Childhood Initiative itself is actually a powerful example of the impact that just one book can have. Earlier this year, I read The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt, and I was moved by what I read. The research, the data, the science, the content that I was reading validated things that I see every day in the classrooms and school communities that I work in, from here in Cookeville to New York City and beyond. I knew I had to act. I knew that we had to act. After presenting the dire state we are in due to the negative impact our kids are facing from the early and overexposure to internet-based devices, along with the underexposure to unstructured play and real-world experience, Jonathan Haidt emphasizes the point that we can bring positive change through collective action. And I was saying we need to have a community-wide book study of the anxious generation. And the community got on board. Within months, we had a community coalition of around 200 community members dedicated to this charge. We set up frameworks for book studies all across the county to make this content accessible for everyone. And since then, hundreds of people have engaged in dialogue and theories related to this book. That is powerful. It all came from one book. In fact, it's all centered around a book. But here's the thing. As an individual, a teacher, a parent, I've found reading in general is always powerful.
The Amazing Generation.
What did you think about it?
It's really good. It teaches you a lot of stuff about being safe on screens. It teaches you really a lot of tips on how to use your time wisely and what to do.
Was it easy to read?
Yeah.
And how old were you?
11.
Awesome in teaching?
Yeah.
We know this is important work, and now we're working to expand that to middle schoolers with the version of the book written for them, The Amazing Generation. We're hoping to put a book in the hands of as many middle schoolers as possible and to offer a book club facilitator and celebrations, rewards. And one of the things we're working on tonight is making that good thing happen next year.
Living a long, long life, and I will not let you go. Taking a long, long time to get here. It could be a long, long night, but I will not let you go. 'Cause love will be
Reading is my
our
superpower.
mystery.
Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Ellie's mom, Susan Luna Hazelwood. Ellie is now how old? 6. Ellie is 6 years old. When Ellie was 3 years old, in November of 2022, she was diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma. By the time it was diagnosed, her body was covered in cancer. 80% of her body was covered in cancer. For the next 15 months, she was in active treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation and many surgeries, immunotherapy, and a stem cell transplant. In January of 2024, her cancer was declared in remission, and she is now in kindergarten and doing great. Are you doing great? Mm-hmm. One of the things that really helped while we were in the hospital, books. Books not only helped keep Ellie entertained, they also had good messages, a lot of them. Some of them talked about being in the hospital. Some of them talked about cancer, actually. And some of them were just fun and happy. When we were going to prepare for this video, I asked Ellie to go pick out some of her favorite books, 4 or 5. She went into her room and got a whole stack of books, and then we narrowed them down. I was hoping to get 4 or 5. We narrowed them down to 12. And so Ellie and I wanted to share some of her favorite books and some of the books that have had an impact on her and me during our journey with Ellie's cancer treatment. And Ellie's a big fan of books, as am I, and Plenty Bookshop is one of our favorite places to go. Do you like going to the bookshop? Yeah. Paw Patrol, Learning to Read with Sky, and then we have some really good quality ones. Frank the Farting Flamingo. Ellie's a big flamingo fan. And then one that has different messages, are more appropriate sometimes for kids with cancer, Raindrops to Rainbows. And then one of our favorites, Just Add Glitter. Glitter fixes everything, right? This is one that we read a lot when we were in the hospital, Itty Bitty Kitty Corn. It's fun. Ellie loves kitties and unicorns. It's happy. Nothing bad happens, and sometimes that's what you need. Oh, very good. Thank you. Ellie has loved this one, The Story Orchestra, where she has been able to play and, oh, I just hit you in the face, sorry. Some of Ellie's favorites are also by my favorite authors, Landslide by Ann Patchett, and Teddy Spaghetti by Dorothy Benton Frank, and Waiting in the Wings by Julie Andrews, one of mine and my mother's all-time favorite people. A Sunny Spot for Cedric, which was given to her by her grandparents, Bob and Grandmom. So as you can see, Ellie loves books. Books were extremely helpful to us during her cancer treatment. We both love books and read them all the time, and we're incredibly grateful for Plenty Bookshop for what they do for us, for giving us a space for Ellie to go play and learn about new books, and for creating this new program to help other kids who may be going through something or struggling. As you can see, she is a typical 6-year-old who can't sit still during this video.
We get to do something special tonight. We're partnering with the Rally organization that raises funds for children's cancer research, the leading cause of death in children. We're going to try to cover 47 kids with one of Ellie's bookshelves, 10 to 12 books chosen specifically for each child and family. Cancer's hard, and it's difficult to know how to help. But tonight, we have a way to be helpful. Ellie approved. We get to create little book collections and gift them in Ellie's honor and in celebration of her life of plenty.
share what I love with everybody who comes in the door, whether they're readers or not, whether they read the same things as me or not. I get to share what I love with others, and that's honestly my mission in life, is to share my passions with others.
Our reputation is going beyond the community, and it's really neat to meet people who have heard of Plenty before they come in. That blows my mind, that we're doing such good things that it's getting talked about other places.
Hi everybody, Shan Stout, Director of Tourism for the Cookeville Putnam County Visitors Bureau, and I just wanted to take a moment to say why we feel Plenty Bookshop is an extraordinarily special place. It has become not only a nonprofit bookstore for our community, but it is a tourist destination where people can gather, families can come and spend an afternoon and encourage the love of reading, not only while you're home, but while you're away. We have heard from many travelers who come through, and this becomes a recurring stop for them to create an even deeper love of reading and literacy.
I see people who were not readers who now are coming in and regularly coming to things, or I see people who are new to town and decide to come to the writer's workshop, or decide to come to the cookbook book club and get connected, and then they continue to do that.
And you know that's what all love can do. I am in this crazy life, and through these crazy times,
find your interests, almost no matter what it is, and you can find new interests that you didn't even know you were going to have.
I love watching children fall in love with reading.
I like Plenty because if you don't have a book, they can order it, and also it has all my Fly Guy books. I like reading because it makes you clever, and it's apple because reading gets you smarter for school, and if you get smarter, you can go up to more grades at school. Even though it doesn't matter if you're short, it matters how smart you are. I like reading because it's like every time I read like a book kind of like this it's like I can just like imagine it like around me, up and down, all those cool directions. And reading's important because it grows knowledge in ELA, and if you didn't know how to read stuff, then you wouldn't know how to read the numbers on math or all that stuff. And also, if Lisa's there, hi! With A, and then that's the letter P. Oh, it started with a P. And Good Night Man, which is a good book. Pig, the Grumpy Monkey. So, my favorite book is Gossy and Goldie, and the Bible, and Baby Beluga.
Wow.
And
Oh, there's more.
Mr. My name is Lily, and my favorite book is Puggercorn by Matilda Rose.
I have read 11 books so far this year. I'm super excited, which for those of you who are big, huge readers, it's nothing. You read that in January. But I've set a goal to read 12 books a year for a few years now, and I just kept falling off halfway through. So I will meet that goal. I'm on my 12th book right now. Really excited. And all of this is because of my partnership with Plenty Downtown Bookshop. Lisa and Ashley and their team are just so encouraging about reading and the benefits of reading. There's physical health benefits when it comes to reading.
What's great about reading is that it makes us a better listener because it kind of denies our ability to respond immediately to what somebody is presenting to us. So we just kind of get to sit with a perspective and gain more empathy through connection with others and listening.
At a time when only 16% of us read for pleasure and more adults and more children struggle with reading than at any time in recent history, we get to do something special. We get to make space for discovery. Each person who works with Plenty is dedicated to connecting with and loving on our people and helping them find the healing, growth, and joy in connecting with their book.
Create relationships.
I see those little things as a sign that we are helping to grow community, to provide a place where people can come together and not do life alone, but be together, and it's around books and all those good things.
When you're out at night and all of your friends around and you're wondering who is that stranger.
Having been associated with Plenty Bookshop for nearly 3 years, the community that surrounds this bookshop is amazing. From the events that go on to those that participate in creating those events, carrying out those events, there are many booksellers in our shop that love and contribute their talents, which are far and wide and differ in every which way. Having associated with them, I love to see how much they care about the bookshop, how much they care about community, and to bring literacy to many different people. Community cares so much about our bookshop. They contribute so much, whether it's like for the Gala tonight or for the little book libraries, or just coming and purchasing at the bookshop. That's what I love most about the bookshop. It brings us all together and raises everybody up.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow.
I'm Lauren Beaton. I'm mayor for the city of Cookeville, but more importantly, I'm a mom, and I'm someone who loves this community. And so I'm forever grateful for places like Plenty Bookshop, because they get it. It's about all of us. They're not just a bookshop, although they are an amazing bookshop, but it's bigger. It's about bringing the community together.
You know, I hope it goes on for hundreds of years. To be honest with you, it's well past our lifetime. I hope Plenty goes on and still provides and grows and changes and adapts and educates and enhances literacy. I heard that from someone I love.